Leonardo and the PSG hierarchy have been listening to me on this podcast, telling them how poor Pochettino is as a manager, and they've finally sussed it out for themselves. Absolutely shambolic.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury toyed with Dillian Whyte. Toyed with him. It was embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Just holding him off and just licking him and just holding him off. And nah.
Do you feel like
what?
Do you feel like the African nations is kind of like taking the edge off Salah and put more edge to Mane?
I don't think so. I think winning a major trophy will boost any player's confidence. You come back from playing for your country, especially someone proud as Mane is. You're winning it, yeah, right? Well, of course you're going to come back and blazing, because every game you're to show people that you can do this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salah, for me, a lot of people looking at Salah and they're saying what they have to say. But
Affinity Extra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Yo, people, this is Roger Moore here in Affinity Extra, celebrating gospel music Black Origin alongside the Guna himself, Anthony Young, and the Liverpool, what do you call them? Liverpublicans or
Liverpudlian, right? Come on, sort it out.
this time, bro?
The living pub men in Liverpool. Up in Liverpool, we got them there with his clothes there, and you've got the AC Milan fan here still. Anyway, still.
Mog.
Man, that's moving across the water, boy.
Begging it.
Yo, you know I'm a Milan. I live with Rude Holidays and my right card days, man. We go back to them days there, so you know what I mean. With Milan, man. You know what I'm saying. Get a bit of old school there, but either way, guys, right, so we're here. Everything's happening on, guys. They got so many different leagues, so many different ends, so many different Italian. You got from Barcelona. Last week we did the watch along. Less we talk about that, the better. You can watch it on YouTube. We watched. To be honest, it was inevitable. Liverpool's going to do morning, but but we are going to dissect what's going on at Man United, because I do feel that it's a really epidemic now and a concern for. It shows that the attitude for me of humans now is just kind of like changing. It's actually painful to watch grown men throw their toys at the pram, literally. But that's the way I'm saying. No, it's actually just embarrassing, and a lot of Man United fans have totally switched off to what's going on here. But the reality show is now that any team with any teamwork and fight can just beat a team who has pure individual ability, you know what I mean? And people buying players, willy-nilly, and it shows you when you don't develop the infrastructure off the squad, and stop blaming the Glaziers. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, so yeah, Arsenal has had hardly no money to spend compared to Man United over the past 5 years. Would you say that's correct, Anthony? You haven't had as much money as Man United to spend.
Never have.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's yeah, it's true. She never had, and you know what I'm saying. Everton spent quite a bit of bob actually, but not even close to Man United. As far as I'm concerned, it's like end of the day. So yeah, that's another problem. We know about inflated prices, but take that aside, guys. We're gonna get into that in a bit anyway. So yeah, well, first and foremost, I am not a fight fan. I did watch the knockout. But there was
1-1 Juventus 1-1.
1-1. Okay. That's not good. But guys, you guys watched the fight anyway. Still, yeah. Fury versus Whyte. Was you ever in doubt?
No.
Nope.
Wasn't even in doubt.
If you know boxing, you was never. Listen, like Marcus said, I wanted Dillian Whyte to win.
Okay.
Reasons being, if you have to ask that question, well, one of them. Anyway.
The bricks and man. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I wanted Dillian Whyte to win, but I always felt that he wouldn't even come close.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even come close. Tyson Fury is a different level of boxer. To Dillian Whyte. And all what happened to me just showed me what Tyson Fury would do to Anthony Joshua.
Oh wow, okay.
Because if you look 100%. At it, Dillian Whyte gave Joshua a fight. He gave him a fight.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury toyed with Dillian Whyte. Toyed with him. It was embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Just holding him off and just licking him and just holding him off. And nah. Okay. I mean, if Dillian Whyte thought them tactics would have beat Deontay Wilder, he's very much mistaken. Wilder would have took him to the cleaners, bro. And we all know what Tyson Fury done to Deontay Wilder. So for me, the only fight out there would be Usyk, and Usyk for me, for my man, is too dangerous for Tyson Fury to take that fight.
But the thing is, I reckon Tyson will try and get the belts unified. But
I think if AJ wins, he'll come out of retirement for the fight.
That one there. If
Usyk wins,
he will leave it.
Usyk wins, I don't think he'll be as quick to come out for the retirement for Usyk, because I think Usyk can trouble him, because Usyk's a boxer, bruv.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Box.
Like,
you know what I mean?
The Fury and Usyk, they're the most intelligent fighters left in the game right now. The others are brawlers, but when you talk about boxing intelligence, it's those two. And I was saying the same thing to someone on Sunday, actually, that in terms of fight, the one that you'd want to see is going to be two intelligent boxers like them squaring off. I think Tyson, though, that reach of his is a killer as well, though. You know what I'm saying? But because Tyson, for me, I look at him now, he's a boxer that really should, for me to see what kind of boxer he really is, I would love to see him around the Lennox times, them man, just as big as him, and it could throw a thing like him. But right now, there ain't no one that could touch. My heart was on Dylan. I like my black brother. Yeah, he's so raw. He's so he is how he is. But even going into that, my heart is saying one thing, but my head knew as a boxing fan, it was only one winner.
Only one winner, bro.
So effectively, guys, and what makes it funny is Tyson hasn't really got that body of what you expect of a today's boxers. Athlete. Because today's boxers now, you don't have that belly anymore. Like back in the day, in Tyson's era, you had them belly fighters. You know what I mean? Like a bit of George. You had a little meat on them. But it just seems too dominant in this whole thing, man. The way, when I really stood up to when it came to Wilder was when he came back, and to lose the weight that he did. And I don't think, I know, Anthony, you've been to the gym and you've seen a lot of situations. Marcus, you would have seen a lot of situations. How do you lose a human being in a year off your weight, literally 10 stones, I would say, off your weight, and be fight ready? Now, I don't really do, I don't really do boxing exercises, but, would you say that's almost inhumane to face one of the top fighters within a year? And Wilder, and actually, technically, just about, technically, people thought he beat him in that first fight.
He did?
Yeah.
He did, bro.
So,
Tyson Fury won, he fought Wilder 3 times and he won 3 fights, as far as I'm concerned.
Did you, had you rate him for when he came in that first fight, did you not really be match fit and actually testing?
I've always rated Tyson Fury, but he's never had that physique to say,
he's ready. Yeah.
He's never had that, that. To tell you the truth, in the heavyweight division, apart from AJ, who has really got that kind of physique, really, AJ won, really. Everybody else just looks overweight and out of shape. Dillian Whyte looks out of shape.
Yeah, Wilder, he's got that.
Probably Joseph Parker probably looked okay in shape as well.
Wilder looks like he's more like a basketballer build than I find.
Deontay Wilder is just a freak of nature because he doesn't look heavyweight to me. He just don't look heavyweight to me. He just does. I don't know how he gets to the weight of heavyweight, because he just doesn't look heavyweight to me.
He just got that punch in it.
But if you look at the physiques of them boxers, they don't look after themselves. If you look at the heavyweight champion in UFC, Francis Ngannou, look at his physique. Now, that's what you'd expect a top physique athlete to look like. A heavyweight boxer, the heavyweight boxing champion of the world should look like Francis Ngannou.
Okay.
Look at those UFC champions, Adesanya, Ngannou, Usman. Look at them, the specimens that look like Mandingo, bro. Specimens of athletes. Whereas you look at Tyson Fury, he just looks like a geezer from down the road. He likes a kebab, likes a few pints, but he can throw a punch.
Yeah, and that goes to show you it's not about the physique, it's the intelligence plays such a massive part. And not even just that, when I was watching some of Tyson Fury's like training regimes, compared to some of these other boxers, it's like, even though he's not like, like we said, we've got the physique that, like AJ, mentally, the kind of things that this guy's on is different, bro. I'm telling you, I was saying, like I said, I had a conversation about boxing on the weekend with someone. I was saying to them, Tyson, in this division is what Mayweather was in his. I was saying they're just untouchable, right? They were untouchable in even in the best, man. It's like great fighters around them, but these guys are just a different league completely.
Wow, yes, that's crazy. But quick question, because I've seen the rise of M&A guys. Yeah, now you watch it, Marcus, all that M&A stuff. Yeah, like that's over my head anyway. Still, yeah. But we had to show is that how come that seemed to rise out of nowhere? Every man kind of has that secret pleasure of watching two men brawling on the floor, hardcore, whatever. What is it with M&A? Is it more grittier? Or what do people kind of like?
Do you know what? It's human. I think there's something to do with human nature about it, because this has been going on from like back in the day when the gladiators used to fight in the ring. Something about humans, we like to see a fight. We like to see a brawl. And MMA incorporates into it something that boxing doesn't allow. You don't see knees going to man head and like man getting in the front elbows. So there's something really enthralling about it that just grasps people's attention, I think. And for me, like when I watch some of the women fighting, some of their fights are worse than some of the guys. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you're crazy. Nah, most of what you saying, Anthony? Because which one would you say M&A has kind of become a first love over boxing, or you still will go boxing?
No, well, it's a personal choice, isn't it? Really, I mean, growing up as a kid, I grew up on boxing, loved boxing.
Yeah.
The old. I know when I was growing up, boxing was boxing. Marvin Haglers, you had the Haglers, Thomas Hearns, Leonards, heavyweights. You had the Ali's, Leon Spinks. I saw that. I got the tail end of that.
Yeah.
Then I got the Riddick Bowles, Lennox Lewis, Donovan. What was his name? Razor Ruddock. All them. So I've seen Eubank Ben. You know what I mean? Some proper.
Yeah. Them day there. Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for the sport of boxing, great. MMA now. I think with MMA, like Marcus was saying, really, it's your closest thing to a street fight, because you can punch, kick, knee, fling elbows. You can do all those things. It's like a brawl. It's like just a legalized row.
Really,
it's like a legalized row. The gloves, the gloves are very minimum.
Yeah.
Really, the gloves are just there to protect your knuckles, really, if anything, because 4 ounces. They're only 4 ounce gloves. So, it all depends. I mean, I still love boxing, the art of boxing, to watch a good fight. When I've been watching some of them old fights, I've never been watching them. Barrera versus Morales 1 and 2 and all them kind of old classic fights, man. That's when you know what boxing. As Leonard Lucy said, he's a pugilist. That's me, pugilist. I love boxing.
Okay.
The art of boxing, not just the fact of seeing two men get punched up. The art of boxing. But MMA, fast rising.
Yeah, it seems to be.
There's more people want to brawl now, and more people. It's a quicker route to get people can get involved in. You don't have to go through the likes like boxing. You've got to go through. You know what I mean? You can get involved in MMA quick.
Even when I watch, like, there's a dramatized version called The Ultimate Fighter. And I like to watch that because you kind of hear some of the stories of some of the guys. And when you, like you said, Andrew, you'll get the equivalent of in football. I suppose it'll be the equivalent of like your Tevez and them guys that came from like the streets, nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of these guys in like Homo Fire, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and these guys, like you said, it's easier to get into that than it is into the boxing. And for them, a lot of them is just like, way out for my family, this and the other. But it's deep, man. Yeah, it's really good.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy. No. That's crazy good. It's interesting watching the fight sports kind of, and what's kind of for me expanded a lot of the sports is you got Sky, but like likes of BT Sports has been a very big champion of MMA and
MMA and boxing. They have boxing. They have Boxing Nation. Box Nation
is on, and which is really how diversified, because when we're growing up, as you said, Anthony, you're talking about them days, you're talking about we only had 1 or 2 channels to work from, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. Now there's the more depth in the fighting sphere. But what I like about to mind on the training aspect of boxing and MMA is just when I did I saw a circuit. I don't know if you've seen it, Anthony, the circuit with the fighters, when you do football circuits, you're like, yeah, this is tough. But when you do fighter circuits, it's just a next stupid level. I don't know.
I used to do that. I used to do that I used to train every Tuesday, every Thursday. I did MMA training. I used to do it every day, 5 days a week for about 3 years. So when it comes to Saturday football, man was flying, bro.
Yeah. Because that's what I like to Mike with Mike when I'm with the gym with Mikey. He kind of implements some of the fight elements into the thing.
But you see, at Mike, where I used to train, I got professional fighters. My brethren now, Leon Edwards.
Oh yeah.
UFC. Supposed to fight for the belt. I used to train with Leon.
Wow.
I used to train with Leon. Leon used to do a pad class on a Tuesday, 6 till 7. And he'd take the class and you go in and you do the pad class with Leon and that. So, for me, I love MMA training. I think it's a great source of training. I think for someone who loves to play football, I felt the training aspect of MMA was great for what I needed for football. Explosive. Explosive movement, stuff like that. For myself, it was great. Great. And I played some of probably my best football in my life. In my latter days, because of that training.
True, yeah, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. You think to yourself, what would I have done if I actually trained like this when I was 18, 19? I would have been an absolute...
You had training like this when you was a kid?
Bro, it would be absolutely animal, bro. Like...
It's frightening, it'd be frightening.
It's just that the culture in the UK to train, it wasn't the detail that it should be anyway still, but that's the way it goes.
It isn't, but as you said, like now... There's more high street gyms. People are taking more pride in their appearance. It's fashionable to take your shirt off now. Tattoos, all the rest of it. Oh, that lifestyle. Everything's changing. So people take more pride in their appearance. So they want to go to the gym and they want to get involved and they want to keep fit. So the fighting element of it has helped that as well.
Oh no, most definite. But listen up, guys. That's the whole fighting section, guys, for today. But I want to open up the question for the next stage. I want to open up and ask Anthony, and Marcus, I believe he knows a bit about b-ball, as well. Still, who is the biggest flop this season? LA Lakers or Man United?
He's does easy, bro. Man United, isn't it?
Okay.
Man United, bro. I'll tell you why.
Go. Because Lakers are.
But the Lakers were the world champions a year ago.
A couple years ago. Okay, cool.
I'm looking at Man United can't say that talk, fam.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at this season. But I'm just looking at this season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm showing you why. It's Man United. Because the Lakers are a championship winning team. 2 years ago, they was the champions.
2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, because it was
the champions. So
my guys' crew here.
Obviously, personally have changed, but Man United throwing dead money after dead money after dead money after dead money, chasing more dead dreams, getting dead manager after dead manager after dead manager, chasing more dead dreams. So you get rid of Ollie to get a worse manager in Ralph Ranieri. Facts. He's worse than Ollie.
Oh, but listen, that's almost very hard to be as well. I agree, But something that somebody said on one of the podcasts that I was watching still, and something that to be honest, sometimes it's good to have a good washout medicine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we need a good washout, man. And Man United need a good washout, And I think, to be honest, it's like every time, Moorinho. he had his way of papering over the cracks, and I felt like Ollie had his way of papering over the cracks. Yeah, and they both end up in a situation where somehow you have to go and deal with the plaster. You know what I'm saying? And the mash up wall. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I'm not saying Ragnar's an awful coach, but I feel that I think
he's that.
So I feel like it's just been done over by a coach, what do you call it? A squad full of sport brats who can just come into the end of the contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
look at Rudiger. Look at Rudiger. Yeah, look at Rudiger's attitude at Chelsea. He's coming to the end of his contract. Yeah, he could go on. He could go on silly. Yeah, and I have to salute some of these guys. I've seen like Milner. Is Milner coming to his end of his contract? He's got the end of his contract. You got players all around the country coming into the end of the contracts. Do you see them behave? And even Lingard go and say to Scholes, "Yo, it's a toxic atmosphere in here still, yeah, and whatsoever, yeah." And listen, you know, I know everyone looks at the management and whatever they're still, yeah, but there comes a time where I'm like this. I'm not saying one specific player because I don't know the crews and the clans and whatever that's in the background, yeah. But ultimately, for me, I deal with youth. Anthony, you deal with youth. I'm just seeing the attitude of today's youth pouring out of Man Utd players. Listen, people have come. And they worked out who put the video. Did somebody put the video in our group about Mo Salah's wages? Somebody no, I saw a video of Mo Salah's wages being compared, and they said that these are the footballers that got paid more than.
I saw the video.
Listen,
was it Crucial Robbie?
Robbie. The amount of ballers from Man United who get paid more than Mo Salah, and I saw Mo Salah. He got done over by an Everton player. But he sprint back next to that brother and tackled the guy back, had some fight in him. I'm not saying, you know what I mean, and he's getting paid less. And I'm thinking, guys, when does it come a time when players, for me, you know, Martial came out the other day, he's got another picnic with a model behind his wife's back and all his business. When are these guys going to actually focus on playing football and stop farsing around? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And actually focus on the game and do the best. They had the clear example of Ronaldo going in place. And, you know, even Everest testified, Ronaldo is a freak when it comes to fitness. Fonte said when Ronaldo in the under 18s or whatever, when he shared rooms with him, he was in the bath doing press up, like going down deep as possible with press ups. And he was always looking to push his body to another level. Yeah?
I think some of that comes down to management, though, because when I look at some of the clubs over the years which have had top management, the kind of managers that were there impacted how the players responded on the pitch as well as in their personal life. Ferguson did that at United. Klopp is evidently doing it at Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? Wenger, Arsenal. Moorinho was when he was at Chelsea. And I mean, you mentioned Salah and he's running back. That wasn't always in Salah's game. You know, Klopp has drilled that into it. Because don't forget, only a season and a half ago, we was complaining about Mo Salah not even wanting to pass the ball to Mane on a clear opportunity. Now he's one of the best, got more assists than most players in the Premiership. I think that's gone because the managers drilled that into him and helped to become a better player overall. And I think the best managers will do that, not just on the pitch, but also like outside of that. It'll make a difference. And if you look at the time when we really looked at Martial or sort of change, it's since all those random managers came in and started doing them mucking about. I mean, a lot of people said a lot of stuff about Moorinho, but one thing I will say, when Moorinho was at United, from day one, he kept saying, this squad that I've got here is weak.
It's weak, yeah.
Every other week, he was having a go at Luke Shaw for his fitness, do you know what I'm saying? And people were telling him to get off Shaw's back. And I mean, I don't know. I think it was 2 seasons they were fighting Moorinho when he kept saying, "All I want here is a couple of solid CBs," and they want to give him the money to go and get more CBs. Using Pogba as an excuse. You know, we spent all this money on Pogba. You know, we can't give you enough for anybody else. But for me, I'd like to say a decent manager at a club, because the stuff you see going on at United now. Which other team in the Premier League you seen that going on? You don't even see that going on at Norwich.
But you know what happened there? But what I would say, Tottenham did that to Nuno beginning of the season. I think the down tools on Nuno, Tottenham did. That's my.
I think it was different though. I think the daggers were out for him from day one. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, but the thing is,
there wasn't a full support behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. The squad, the fans, and everybody just never gave Nuno the space to come through. Whenever they saw it, so I didn't see the respect they had for Nuno in that still. You know what I mean? But the reality show is, guys, it's flat awful. Our front up from Man United absolutely stink awful. I can't wait for the reset. I can't wait to see the back of a number of players. Not only I know everyone's first to say Pogba and whatever. It's a shame he's actually ended his career getting bust up. What team he got bust up? Got injured. Liverpool after 10 minutes coming off. But I think that
he ain't injured at all.
Yeah,
so you're gonna get slapped, and he said,
it's come off the pitch. That's what I didn't want to say that, but Anthony said it. Yeah. I'm not running up and down. Yeah.
Part of this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they're gonna blame me. That I'm off.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. They didn't say it. Anthony said it.
But you know what? That goes for me. That match goes to show how far United have fallen. The reason I say that is no disrespect to Arsenal, but Arsenal weren't playing the best football at that period themselves in terms of form. So a lot of people thought it was going to be a more even game than it was, and Arsenal just embarrassed them. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it showed a lot where United have gone.
I think to be fair, the Chelsea game buoyed Arsenal.
Yeah. But the Chelsea game was confusing though with Arsenal, because it's like, as you said, it's Enteke. Don't want to take his 2 goals from him. But what was Chelsea doing in defence? I was confused.
No Rudiger in it.
Wow, scary, you know.
No Rudiger, but you know, that's like you say. You know, Varane was playing for Man United and he was making mistakes. I mean, howlers galore, bro. And Howlersville. You've made Varane look like an ordinary defender.
but the thing is, it's like
you
for me.
I've forgotten. Rafael Varane used to play for Real Madrid. That's how awful you lot have made him look. Harry Maguire, you should be ashamed of yourself, mate. You've made Varane look like a scolder.
But it's not just Maguire, bro. It's like Dalot and Telles, man. They're not defenders,
No,
bro.
but the reason I say Maguire, Maguire's the captain. He's supposed to be talking you through,
demanding stuff. Yeah.
He's your £80 million man. Your man, 80 million, wasted of money. Absolute waste.
No, I hear what you're saying, but the thing is,
nobody likes to talk about it. Everybody wants to talk about Lukaku. Lukaku's been a waste of money for Chelsea.
Oh no! Everyone's talking about let's be real. Everyone's talking about Maguire being a waste of money. Everyone's talking about that. But what I'm saying is that basically, Man United fans have been on Maguire's. He gets booed at England games. But what I'm saying,
he needs to.
What we're saying, compared to England defenders, there's not many of them. But the right back and left back scenario, I feel so sorry for Wan-Bissaka. I really thought he would push on and do a really good job.
Why do you feel sorry for Aaron Wan-Bissaka? What?
I just feel like he just got lost up with some madness this season. I thought that he may not be the best cross. I know people cross him because he's not no Trent Arnold, but always felt his defensive ability really got him.
This is where the problem is, as I said to you before on this same program.
Go on.
The problem is people are getting gassed. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not as good as Trent Arnold. That's what you'll hear.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Trent Arnold. Why isn't he? You're lying. He's not as good as Trent Arnold going forward. But defensively, Trent Arnold can't tie his lace.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That is the facts of the matter.
Yeah.
But you see, over here now, I've noticed defenders don't get really... You're not getting praised nowadays for defensive duties. Yeah. You've got to be an attacking fullback who can cross a ball and assist like Andy Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold. You can't do... If you can't match them two as a fullback, you ain't cutting it. That's how it seems. That's how people talk. That's how it is.
Yeah.
If you're not like Andy Robertson or Trent Arnold, you're not cutting it. Reece James now, okay, he's there now. For me, England's best right back for me personally.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, what's happened with Wan-Bissaka? His game hasn't
developed.
He hasn't improved.
Yeah.
He hasn't improved. He's came there and he hasn't kicked on. We always knew what his strengths was. Okay, he strengthened his one-on-one defensive, fine. Work on your weaknesses now. You're crossing and you haven't done none of that. You haven't stepped up to the challenge.
But to be fair to him, and you guys can tell me if you think there's truth to that. But for me, when I look at the past 5 years, none of the players that have come to United in the past 5 years have improved.
They've improved.
They've all gone down.
No.
From compared to what they were doing at the clubs they came from, they've not improved. They've gone down, in my opinion.
And this is where a good coach.
Aaron should have went. I remember at the time because my geezer who does my hair, the geezer who does my hair in London, he does Aaron Bissaka's hair.
Okay, yeah, man.
And I remember saying to him, I say, yo, bro, tell him
not to go.
Just because Man United after him, tell him to stay, bro. If he's good enough, better teams will come from him. Other teams will come from him. If he didn't, he just waited. Oh, it's Man United, got gas, boom, take the meal. You know, the money, obviously the wages they're going to be paying him and all the rest of it. The prestige, it's Man United. Moorinho was there. I get all that. But for me, as I says, bro, I don't know. I'm not saying Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but like, but Rashford, the players are getting like Manchester seems to be toxic in the red side right about now.
Yeah.
And for me, as a young black player, I don't think you should be at Man United. Jesse Lingard, there's a box in his mouth. He can shut his mouth. I don't care what he told Paul Scholes. He's a prat. He could have left. He's an idiot. He made Solskjaer mug him off. Oh, you play more, Jesse. Mug. You've gone to West Ham. He was the man.
He is the man.
Look what's happened.
Yeah.
You're a mug, bro. You're an idiot. So I don't want to hear no rubbish. If you don't play no more games in this season, it's your own fault. Not interested.
Yeah. But
your own fault.
But something that Marcus said there, and I wanted to bring this into the podcast as well. Now, I actually, when Newcastle booked into Eddie Howe, I raved about it. I thought it'd be a really, really good thing. Now, Eddie Howe, I can't believe I'm saying 2 Brazilians scored for Newcastle on the weekend. I cannot believe that's coming out my mouth and it's been recorded. My guy who looked absolutely not Brazilian. Joelinton looked like we blazed him on this show. Let's be real, guys. We said, what the earth? What type of Brazilian is this? This Brazilian's whack. You know what I'm saying? He's got poor touch. He can't score goals or nothing. He's turned him into a Brazilian, and that's what a good coach, for me, as Marcus says, brings out the best of people's qualities. It really shows for me his ability, because how he's getting ordinary some of the old players like Joelinton to actually put him in his best position and maximize his ability, because they're saying how great he is technically and gifted, and now he looks like a Premiership footballer.
But bro,
I mean, as a coach, you got to know what your capabilities are.
You got to say this though as well, though. Joelinton has to take some of that blame, because how can you be a professional footballer and don't know where your best position is? Now, he was bought as a centre forward for £45 million. Newcastle United bought Joelinton as a centre forward.
Yeah, true.
£45 million. He has never been a centre forward in his life. Right, so...
Okay, yeah, I got where you're coming from. Yeah.
How does he think he's a centre forward then? You understand what I'm saying, Mark? We've all played football. So, you know, he wasn't hitting a barn door.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then Eddie Howe's come in. They've played him in some form of midfield position, and he's absolutely the man. So, for me, I mean, you know, Joelinton must take some of that blame for me. And the geezer who, the scout who said sign him for 45 million as a striker should never scout again.
Well, I brought him to Steve Bruce as a solo striker, but for me, no, 100%. But it's good to see players just really expand and really improve themselves under good coaches, and I think that's definitely a possibility when you got great coaches. You got like Robertson. Robertson was for me in Liverpool a decent left back. You know what I'm saying? That went to Liverpool for how much was it? 200k or something stupid like that.
Well, in terms of like his earnings.
From
couple million, I think it was.
Is a couple million?
Yeah, he wasn't expensive at all.
It was a couple million, and I'm not saying he was a bad player, but he just coached up a really top left guy into a brilliant left back. You know what I'm saying? But no, it should be quite. Like I said, guys, coaches do great things, and at Man United, enough got great things. But Anthony, you know, there's a number of sound bites in the earlier podcast this season, and you're seeing Arsenal potentially being in Champions League next season. How do you feel as an Arsenal fan?
Bro, to tell you the truth, I'm not gassed. I'm not overly excited, because I don't think Arsenal are ready to be in the Champions League. I don't want to be in the Champions League to boost up the numbers. I'm not in the Champions League to boost them. I want to have a realistic chance of winning the pot. Arsenal, a bunch of kids, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't think the squad's ready for the Champions League right about now. Just being honest.
Okay.
You know, as I said, we're the club. We can give away £60 million worth of strikers for free. You know, and everybody's going to think, oh yeah, but we're still going to the Champions League. That don't wash it for me. That don't wash. Okay, you got to blind. You fell on a bit of luck and you got into the Champions League. But what would you have done with an Aubameyang in the Champions League? Yeah. That's the question you got to ask yourself. Yeah. What would you have done with an Aubameyang in the Champions League? But now you haven't got an Aubameyang in the Champions League. What you got? Nikita, Eddie Nikita, and Lacazette. Lacazette can't score. Come on.
Wow, it's a shame because they kind of like started off kind of good, and I think I like the look of
Bro, when they first came, Lacazette and Aubameyang were fire because it was playing the two of them up top, and it was banging. They was banging off. But then Arteta came in with Arteta football, whatever it is, and it is what it is now.
But you know,
if you look to me, I mean, for me. People might think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but the click's gone. He's mashed it up. It was Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe, Guendouzi. We're all gone.
Yeah.
Guendouzi's gone.
Yeah.
Lacaz's gone.
Yeah.
Pepe's out the door, Soma.
Yeah.
And so everybody's gone. He's mashed it up, bro. And it's like he's proving it's my team now. It's my players. This is my club now.
Yeah. So
my thing now.
Yeah.
And he's doing it his way. Fair play to him, but I don't agree with the way he's done it, and I don't, Emile Smith's role wearing the number 10. Martin Odegaard is the number 10. He should be the number 10. He's the playmaker. Let's face the facts.
Yeah. Let's
face the facts. I knew this before the season started. If you're going to bring in Odegaard, save the 10 for him, but you're giving it to Smith's role. Well, Arteta ain't got a clue, bro.
And for me, Martinelli starts over Enteke. Even if I'll put Martinelli, what is it, Martinelli up front over Enteke.
Martinelli starts, bro. Martinelli has to start, bro.
Every week. So when he's coming on against Man United, I'm like, oh no, he's coming on. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel as an Arsenal fan, Anthony, when you see Xhaka? Do you glad that he's proven you guys wrong as Arsenal fans
I'm not really interested in Xhaka proving anybody wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Because the same second chance Xhaka got, why didn't my black captain, get the same chance? That's what I'm saying. Man got taken off. Man was swearing at the fans. That's all I remember. But man got offered a new contract. But you give away my big striker because he came back from a couple things late and this, that, and the other. Not interested, bro.
Was that under Arteta when he was swearing at the fans?
Yes, it was under Arteta.
Was it under Arteta?
Okay. No, it's just before, sorry. I think it could be just before. Could have been Emery. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, and he got stripped to the captaincy.
That period there. But still, you can't swear at the fans. Imagine swearing at the fans. Like, imagine like you don't get away with that stuff, man. You don't get away with stuff. Quick question. Emery. I know this is kind of a bit random flicking over, yeah? How you feeling about Emery? And how good he's doing at Villarreal. So I'm throwing loads of questions at Anthony here. So yeah, because
wherever you can throw them, I'm happy to answer every one of them because I don't get caught up with Emery and his frolics. Because you see, everybody can talk about what he's doing at Villarreal, but let's go back a couple of years when he was 4-0 up with Paris Saint-Germain going to the Camp Nou. Let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about how good Unai Emery is. Yeah.
Sounds like Poch there, isn't it?
I'm just being real, bro. He was 4-0 up at Barcelona and he managed to get his team knocked out. Now, if you're a decent manager worth your salt, you got picked, bro. I ain't no manager now, but you give me that PSG team with a 4-0 lead and say, Ant, I want you to take PSG to the Camp Nou and get us through. I'm telling you, bro, I'm getting them through. I am getting that team through. I'm telling you now. I'm confident in my ability. What I know about football to set up an 11 to get a result. I could do that.
Yeah.
Remember you had Cavani's.
Oh Lord, yeah.
All them kind of players, bro. Ballers.
On the level though, he's done a great job. He's done a great, and the reason I say that, he's done a better job. If you look at his win percentage, was bigger than Arteta's. The
only thing what happened saved Arteta. Arteta won the FA Cup with Emery's players.
Yeah. That's true. And then he's trying to reset now. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's true. But yo, Marcus, flipping over to yourself now. Still, obviously, you're on for the quadruple. You're wearing the shirt, very strong right about now today. Still, and obviously you're looking to win more than one trophy this season. Talk to me, man. What trophies you looking to pick up at the end of the season, bro?
You know what? I haven't bought into this quadruple thing. I would just like to see Liverpool walk away with one of the major ones. Obviously, the Prem or the Champions League. If they don't win any of the others, I'll still be happy. The guys are giving a good performance this season compared to, obviously what they had to go through the season before. No defenders and all that kind of business. Right now, Liverpool the only one making Man City put some respect on their name. So I have to back my team. Like I said, if we win the quadruple, obviously I'll celebrate as a fan. But I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't do it. I would love to just win at least one of the major ones. That's my main thing.
For me, it's funny, after the African Nations and the World Cup qualifiers, it feels like Mane is the big baller now and Salah's the sideshow this year. Do you feel like
what?
Do you feel like the African Nations is kind of like taking the edge off Salah and put more edge to Mane?
I don't think so. Man. I think winning a major trophy will boost any player's confidence. You come back from playing for your country, especially someone proud as Mane is. You're winning it, right? Well, of course you're going to come back and blazing, because every game you want to show people that you can do this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salah, for me, a lot of people looking at Salah and they're saying what they have to say. But my thing is this. Like I said earlier, Salah has changed his game now. He's running back more, he's defending, he's passing, he's doing a lot more. Like I said, even when he's not scoring, the guy's creating assists, which is something that we wasn't seeing a lot of him doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on how you look at it. Mane might be getting more goals here, right? But who's the assist coming from? Thiago and Salah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I don't look at Salah and think to myself, this, that, and the other. I think what he's doing now is very crucial. Like you said, that game we just finished playing there, the guy lost the ball. If he didn't chase back here, right, easily them guys are on for another attempts on goal.
Yeah.
But he's chased back here, right?
Yeah.
And, so right now, like I said, I like what Liverpool are doing. And, it goes back to what I was saying regarding having a good manager makes a massive difference. Because if you look at Milner, he's not a fantastic player. But Klopp knows how to use it. Do you know what I'm saying? Henderson, he's not a fantastic player. But Klopp knows how to use it. And I think the strengths and weaknesses of your squad, who can do what and when they can do what. Because Henderson's the captain, but most games he's coming off the bench now. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I look at it and I say to myself, you know what? I like the way Liverpool are going about their business now. Do you know what I'm saying? I really do. So that's all I can really say about that.
But the thing is, we're talking about, players out from... We're looking at this guy called Romelu Lukaku, yeah? How you guys are feeling about this? Because I'm watching him play and I'm thinking, hold on. Are you mean to tell me that a manager would do over a guy like that he can play so terrible now at the moment?
Now, this is the thing that annoys me, because Werner scores, apart from he scored a couple of goals the other day, but in general, Werner scores 1 in every 10.
Yeah.
And Lukaku would do that or better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, this thing is, even if Lukaku goes through a bad patch, if he's on paper, he's your best striker, you still play the dude. Salah's went through a patch where he didn't score no goals in 8 games.
But you still play him?
You play your guy here, right? Because at any given time, he can perform something. Like I said, Werner, scored literally 1 in every 10 shots, maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
So I don't see how anything they say about Lukaku and his form can justify him not getting no game time. Personally,
no. I'm confused about that situation. I don't know what you think about it, Anthony. Yeah, about Romelu. Yeah, do you think he's got a raw deal and he's going to leave to go? I think they're talking about him going to PSG.
I see that. Depends who the new PSG manager is. They're talking about. We're talking about
Conte now.
Conte.
Yeah.
Conte. We're talking about, finally, Leonardo and the PSG hierarchy have been listening to me on this podcast, telling them how poor Pochettino is as a manager, and they've finally sussed it out for themselves. Absolutely shambolic.
Oh, they got booed. They literally got booed on the weekend for winning the title.
They lost, didn't it? Didn't they lose?
No, they drew. They literally got booed, man.
Yeah, I think they drew 1-1, but that was enough for them to secure the title, isn't it?
But guys, you got to imagine, yeah. I remember the beginning of the season, Anthony, and we went through their squad, name by one, and we're like, "Yo, this is a squad. Get the FIFA out and get the Pro Evolution out, yo."
So
I want that squad.
Bro, they didn't even get to the semi-finals of the Champions League. That is just poor. That's just poor, that is, bro.
Yeah.
Poor.
Yeah.
And that's why when people talk about, because I saw, I can't remember what I was watching, and I think it was an ex-Brazilian saying how Neymar hasn't lived up to his potential, and Neymar took real offence about it. I can't remember who it was though.
I bet it's Rivaldo.
And he was saying,
I bet it's someone like Rivaldo. You know the man there.
No, it weren't Rivaldo. It wasn't someone like that. It was someone, because if it was Rivaldo, Neymar couldn't answer. Rivaldo's a World Cup winner.
Oh, okay.
Ronaldinho, the World Cup winners, you can't talk. When they question your, Marcus, well, and you've got the potential to be one of the greatest ever. But you've wasted your career.
Yeah.
Man can't get off. You think you're talking to you're talking to Rivaldo, bro?
Yeah. Big
Ronaldo, World Cup winners.
Yeah.
They've got talk.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And it was somebody with talk, but my man really took offense to it. But I was like, but it's true though.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
He has not fulfilled his potential for what he can really be.
Yeah. I think he'll better
I don't think he will now. I don't think he'll ever. I think if you're really being honest with world football and you ask people about Neymar, they don't really
take
that
him
love.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to have for Neymar is not there, man.
Yeah. No.
Because they were at one point they were talking about Neymar in the same kind of breath they were doing with Mbappe now. The guy was a top guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He was the heir to the throne, bro. He was the next one. He was the next one. He was supposed to be the next. After Messi, he's going to take over now. He's supposed to take over. And I think
he missed the trick there because he ran over to PSG. And I think if he had just played his game and just bought his time, similar to what Benz did. Because I think he was flourishing under Barca with Messi there as well. So
him Suarez and everything. Come on, that was fire. That was the first field run. That was the first front three.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
when they came through, you know what I mean? But again, it just goes to show the difference, as you just said, Marcus, the humbleness of Karim Benzema to Neymar, I'm the man, I want to be the man.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah. Whereas Benzema is more like, you know what? As long as the team win, I'm cool. I'll take that back seat. Ronaldo, you can step to the front, bro. Do your thing.
Yeah. But as long as I get the trophy at the end,
even Gareth Bale, because when Bale came, really kind of pushed Benzema kind of back to the queue kind of thing. Because it was all about the Neymar, Ronaldo. It was Gareth Bale, most expensive player in the world, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And Benzema, because I remember when Benzema got bought, brethren, big baller from Leo, because I remember Man United wanted him hard, he wanted him hard.
Yeah, man.
And he went to Real Madrid. I remember he went to Real Madrid and he's been there ever since. And how many years have you heard Benzema's going to be shot? Look how many strikers have come up and Benzema's still there. Higuain came up when Benzema was there. All them geezers were there. Benzema stayed and outstayed every one of them.
And look at it now, boy. He's the golden boy. They couldn't do it.
And I couldn't do it, man.
if he wins the Champions League, Ballon d'Or, blood. I want Ballon d'Or, blood. Trust me. Because not even just in the Champions League, even if you look in the league games, Real Madrid, the 2-0 down regular, bruv, coming back winning 3-2s and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The down regular and Benzema is the catalyst. Benzema and Vinny Jr., them two.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous. But guys, just imagine now, yeah, you're looking at Real Madrid, yeah. We grew up watching Spanish teams and you see the odd black player, yeah. Watch out Real Madrid next season, you know. Because if they got Rudiger in defence, they're going to have
David Alba,
and my guy Milito. And then they've got Mendy. They got Mendy, the fullback. Yeah. So you got them guys now. And then in front of them, you got obviously Casemiro,
Modric,
and Cavani, and they got the
Vinicius and Rodrigo.
Camavinga.
Yeah. So he's straight with dread. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior, Vinicius Junior, and Mbappe.
You got Vinny, Rodrigo, Mbappe. Frightening, bro.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something, yeah?
That's Brownings, bro. That's Browning.
I am going to Spain this year to watch a game. Next season. Any of my brethren, Kylian, Al Madrid. Because, you know,
you getting the shirt.
Madrista from a youth, bro. Madrista from a young guy. Al Madrid.
Yo, that's gonna be an interesting one. That's gonna be an interesting team. It's gonna be a powerful team. If they get Rudiger, I think.
But don't get it twisted, you know. Don't get it twisted. Don't sleep on Barcelona. That's all I'm saying to you. Because they got sponsor now. They're gonna go in hard transfer wise. They can't afford Haaland though, so they're gonna have to allow that. But
yeah,
I mean, who's the next player after Haaland?
Lewandowski, they're talking about. He already got a bang, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you know. And Lewandowski's a big baller, but he's at the wrong gate. He's seen better days, bro.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, we're asking that question. Who really is after Haaland? Because, like we were saying earlier, the game has changed in terms of how attacking football is played right now. So, not many teams have that really great, all out and out striker. You've got the attacking players that come in from the wing, all that kind of stuff. So it's a bit different now, man.
He said it for Man City, bro.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even Haaland is not really an out and out striker in terms of his strongest position.
You know, but the thing is, Man City is just gonna get Haaland, and it's just gonna mess up the league next season. You know what I'm saying? Because if we've always said for the past since Aguero's gone, it's just like what are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? And the joke is, Jesus scored 4 goals on the weekend?
Yeah.
So Jesus scored.
Arsenal's new centre forward, lads. Arsenal's new centre forward.
I heard. You looking at?
I didn't rate them as well, man. I'm looking at the opposition. I mean, if we can't score goals against them at this current stage here, right, who can you score against?
Watford.
What is that?
Hold on. I did Man United against Watford.
I think we drew and we lost.
Well, everybody's beating up Man United this season, even Middlesbrough, man. So,
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get your shots on, guys. Get your shots. Enjoy it.
There ain't no shots, bro. He's back. He's back. There ain't no shots.
Okay.
No shots, bruv. No shots, bruv. Man United, you've been shocking all year, bruv. You just never had it like this. We're just going to go in there. Just get it off your chest, Marcus. Just say what needs to be said. Man United, absolutely a laughing stock, shocking joke. Joke, bruv. I think Rashford's a coward, staying there. Coward, bruv.
But Anthony, now this is my challenge even for me, and I understand people have been jumping onto Rashford's case because before he got injured, before the England, like he was waiting around for England, he's doing all right. You know what I mean? He's doing all right, and he had that super season, the COVID season where he did really well. When a player has an off season, do we just cry out and say, "Yo, change club," or let's just reset, start again? And go hard and just get your head right and focus on this and do better again?
Bro, if I thought that the club was the right environment for him, I'd tell him to stay, but I don't think Man United is the right environment for him.
But
the environment is still the same environment. The only thing what's going to be changed is the personnel. The same people are there. It's the same place.
I think he'll do well at Arsenal, Rashford. I reckon he'll do better at a team like an Arsenal or Chelsea. That
young geezers, bruv. Young-minded, bruv. He's around young-minded people like himself,
wow.
young and ambitious.
We sold Welbeck to Arsenal, so Rashford shouldn't be a great issue. So you know what I mean. So we'll move on.
But that's the problem with you, man. You still think you're that big, massive club. You're not. Bro.
I don't think nothing. Yes,
you're a poor imitation of who you was.
I want.
You're only Man United. You're only Man United in name only, fam.
I'm glad Anne said that because I've been saying it. Man United need to get their head. They're a top 4 team still. They're not for me.
You know what I mean? You're Man United living off your fast former glories, and that's your problem because you're chasing your past. You're chasing your past.
Now
you need to let go of the past, bro. Past is gone. What Fergie did, done. It's come and gone. You got to do new chapters now, not trying to chase the past.
Oh no!
Liverpool kept on chasing the past.
No.
Liverpool kept on chasing the past until Klopp came in with a manager to say, "Look, this is what we're going to do. Boom, 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 and we're going to do it this way."
Yeah.
You got to stop chasing your past. Arsenal managers need to stop chasing the past. Wenger's days are done. You've done what you've done. Move on now. You've got to set your own records. Start chasing. You do what you're doing. Stop looking at, we haven't won the league for 10 years. Bro, just try and win the league. Don't look at we haven't won for 10 years. Just try and win the league.
Yeah. No. For me, with Man United still, I'm just be straight. But I think Rashford should stay and fight it out. That's my personal opinion. Whether everyone agrees or disagrees, I think a lot of the players that we're going to be losing this season are going to be hopefully.
They need to deep off, man. Jesse Lingard needs to go, but I hope Jesse finds it really hard to find this club because West Ham. You use West Ham. You used them, bro. I don't like that move, bro. David Moyes gave you an olive branch, bro. Moyes gave you an olive branch.
Yeah, true.
Resurrected your career.
Yeah.
And then you've gone back to Man United and mugged it off. No, I would, if I was David Moyes, born you, fam.
Do you know what? I think if he was younger, maybe you would have been a bit different because Vin Lingard's been at United for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I kind of feel like there's part of me that's probably thinking, my heart is here because I've been at the club.
He's been there. He's been there long. Like Pogba, he's one of them Portuguese that's been there for a long time. But at the same time, bro, you gotta be realistic, bro. Why is Jesse Lingard still at Man United? Sentimental value because it's not his ability. Because he's not a Man United player, bro. He's not good enough.
It's like it reminds me of Kieran Richardson and them players that came through and looked sharp for the 1 or 2 seasons.
I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? But he was a baller when he first came through. It was like, oh my gosh, and he's on the left hand side. But he just became a nice middle of the road. Welbeck, great middle of the road, good professionals.
That's the thing, bro. You come through at Man United, people think automatically you're a baller.
Yeah.
But when you really separate them and look at them, are they that? Like we said, Phil Neville. Why was Phil Neville only at Man United? Because of his brother? Because he weren't that bloody good, man. Face the facts. He was not that good a footballer, Phil Neville. No, he weren't. Not Man United standard. I'm not saying he couldn't have been a professional. Yeah. But he weren't a Man United player.
Oh, no. That's privilege there, bro. That's big brother coverage, man. And even his big brother getting there with a squeeze over John O'Kane, you know what I'm saying, which is a whole nother story from that anyway. So yeah. But listen, guys, we're gonna end on the Italian note, Anthony. We're watching on the side here. I'm watching it. Sassuolo's been playing good, actually. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
They're getting on like they're probably trying to give Juventus a little something, man.
Yeah, man.
Play some good football.
But it looks like Inter's rode a luck, bro, and it looks like Inter might sneak it this season, bro.
Bro, you know what?
And Napoli's done what he said. Antti said, he quoted at the beginning of the season that Napoli ain't going to win another title until Maradona comes back.
I told you, bro, they'll blow up, bro. They always blow up, bro. Always get started, blow up. Bro, watching Serie A, I'm the old ladies, Juventus are my team from a kid. But after that, I've got to go. I've got to always red and black Milan because. Yeah. And yesterday, I was watching it last night. I watched the game last night. And
Liao.
I turned up, it's 1-1, and you're thinking, Milan have flown it, man, they've blown it. Yeah. And then they've come up with the winner, and I'm in my house, jumping up, bro. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Trust me, bro, because Milan, they just don't know when they're dead, bro. And they don't look that good a team. That's the worst about it. They don't look that good a team. But They don't know when they're beaten, bro.
But that's when
you don't know when they're beaten. And I've got to salute. I have to salute my boy, the legend name, Oliver Giroud, bro. I've got to salute this geezer. Because, bro, I remember when we used to have arguments on my Arsenal group, you know. I remember we used to have arguments about Oliver Giroud, bro. And man's would be on there getting heated. Giroud, bro, you're a dickhead. Giroud, you don't know football. You're Giroud, bro, we're going off, bro. And one thing I always used to say about Giroud, so listen, I don't rate him as a baller, but one thing I love about Giroud comes off the bench and he gives you a different option. And he scores goals. Man.
And
he might not be the fanciest of players. He might not be the most flamboyant. No, he can't beat 3 players. Do this, do that, and put it top bins. No, he can't. But I tell you what, he can do some of the other things that certain centre forwards can't do.
Yeah, man.
He reminds me of them kind of man in work that turn up. You know, they don't necessarily have, you know, the fame and everything of some of the players around.
But they do the job.
They're dedicated. He'll give you 100%. He'll do what he has to do.
Yeah.
And
I prefer those players.
You know,
I didn't want. I tell you straight. I remember when we signed Aubameyang, they said sign Aubameyang, we have to get rid of Giroud, and I was hurt, bro. I was thinking, how else could we now? Isn't there no other way we could shut somebody else or something? Don't give Giroud away, because I think Giroud with Lacazette, Aubameyang, Giroud were in a great plan B.
But you know he's a born again Christian, isn't it? Giroud, you know he's a born again Christian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember he was talking about something at the Villa ground or something, and he says, as a born again Christian, this is what I believe. And he said it straight like that. I was like, whoa, like he's straight raw with it. I was like, yeah, my G, you know what I'm saying? He could just tell his attitude. But what I loved with Milando, Anthony, and this is what people don't realise, you know, when you got like players like Zlatan, yeah, they might come on for 10 minutes, but when you put that ball in the box, yeah. You see how he set up the goal, Anthony? We did the last goal.
It's the only thing blood is Ibrahimovic did. He was moaning or sulking all for the rest of the game because the players weren't giving him the ball. He was screwing, bro.
And then what he does when he gets the ball in the box, he has the he has the competence to just not go for goal, but just head it aside, take out the defenders. He just attracts people, because you can't leave a man like Zlatan in the box, no matter how old he is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about, you know, I'm like Zlatan fan all day long, man. What he's done, you know what I mean? He might not be fresh, and I think Giroud and Zlatan is nice because Giroud could do the hard like that, and you just bring on a Zlatan at the end, and you bring us something.
We've said it before, Zlatan didn't get the credits that he deserved in the ever where you had the Ronaldos and the Messi. Zlatan, he was right up there. The guy was just a different animal.
He's a beast, man.
He's a beast, man.
Do you know what? Has Zlatan won the Champions League? I don't think he has he?
I can't remember. Has he not?
I don't think he's won the Champions League, you know, and I think that's where he's stumbled. He's won everything. He's won the leagues, but I don't think he's won the Champions League.
Check that.
As a matter of fact, I don't think he has, because I'm trying to think back at the team.
He was at Barca. What did he win when he was at Barca?
I don't think they won it when he was at Barca. I don't think that year they won the Champions League. I don't think they won it that year. That one season he was at Barca.
Let me just check his honours. I'm just on his list now.
I don't think he has, bro. I'd be very surprised if he did. I can't remember him being there.
I just remember his goal against Italy. You remember that one, Anthony? In Sweden, in the Euros. The back heel. Yeah. That's when he got this. That's the Italian teams for you know. There's a buy straight away after that, innit?
My man's played for. He's played for all the top teams, innit? Milan, Inter, and Juventus.
Ajax. He's played it for Ajax, Juventus.
He's played for all the top Italians. Juventus and the 2 Milans.
Inter, 2 Milans, Barcelona, PSG, Man Utd, LA Galaxy. So look, has he won it?
Yeah, he didn't play for any top teams in England.
Yeah, he never played for none of the top teams in England.
I didn't hear that, you know.
Oh, you didn't hear it? I said Zlatan didn't play for none of the top teams in England, just the dead wood.
I was just checking out what his honours were for Manchester United. The EFL Cup, the Community Shield, and the Europa League. Nah, you're right, you know. I don't think I see Champions League, as he never won it.
Don't think he won Champions League. He's never won the Champions League like Ronaldo. R9.
But he's won bare leagues, isn't it?
He's won bare league titles.
Yeah.
He's won leagues till he's stupid, but he's never won the Champions League.
He got fourth place, Ballon d'Or one time.
And I wonder if that's why people don't really give him the accolades that he deserves.
Yeah. He just came through at the wrong time with Messi and Ronaldo kicking off, man. You know what I'm saying? Just came through the wrong time, and he got the back end of Ronaldinho and Ronaldo and all them guys anyway. So he kind of got stuck sandwiched between two sets of people that someone like him couldn't get through anyway. So yeah, but yeah, for salute the guy, he's all good there. So Anthony, so is it gonna be Inter or Milan for the title, Scudetto?
I want Milan to do it at the two, to be honest.
But Inter's looking sharp though.
We'll see after tomorrow.
I think Inter on about 4 minutes.
There's midweek games tomorrow, so we'll see tomorrow. I think Inter got to go to Bologna or something like that.
I think I've got to give it up to Inter though, because if you consider how many of their man that won the title left the following season, they did a big job making sure that they still maintain a solid squad.
Yeah. Because
I'm sure about they lost about 4 or 5 men from the title season, innit?
Yeah, man. Man. Juventus to scored.
What's name? Ericsson was
Juventus scored.
Yeah, man.
Moise Kean.
Moise Kean, man. Yo, that's good, man. That's good. It's good to see the boy score because he looked like he was playing terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see the little boy score, man. Because he had a war deal at Everton, man. I think he's a good player.
Again, he's them foreign. He's young, black.
Yeah.
Never been at the country. Just found it hard to settle.
Yeah. No,
when he went to PSG on loan, he started to bang off.
Yeah. It's good. It's definitely for third striker in the top team. It's very good. You can bring him on fresh, and he's got that power.
And then Juventus have brought him back home.
Right. Yeah.
Because my geezer does my hair. Does his hair as well. Moise Kean.
Yeah. You got some big time hairdresser.
Yeah, man, my brother.
Who does your hair, Marcus? Yeah, he's a big time guy. Marcus goes a big time guy. Man, I had to get his hair done with some big time. You must have to introduce me, Anthony, so when I get a little bit longer, I can go there and start doing my hair.
Yeah, for some of your modelling agency work, yeah, of course.
I'll get in there, man. I'll get there. But listen, guys, thanks for jumping on today. So hopefully, guys, Milan will win the Italian league. Hopefully, Man City will win the Premiership with Arsenal 4th and Liverpool 2nd and Chelsea 3rd. I reckon that's going to happen. And I think
if West Ham could have dreamt it, I think Arsenal could have got the 3rd place. If West Ham had to the last yesterday.
Yeah.
I think if that game, if they dropped the points there, I think Chelsea would have been sweating.
Yeah, 100% with that one still. Yeah, definitely Real Madrid's gonna win the
Champions League.
Yeah. The La Liga. No, La Liga. They're gonna win.
As a Real Madrid fan, of course, but Man City.
Oh no! Man City's gonna win Champions League. Well, I'm talking about La Liga. Real Madrid got La Liga. Yeah. That's all. Borussia Dortmund, they won the. Not Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich won their league easy as usual. 10th year in a row. The fake Scottish league, the real Scottish league. You know what I mean? It was one team that can win it. When you do it in Scotland, it's a terrible league. But when you do it in Germany, it's a brilliant league. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying, bro. That's why I always killed Mello off. That's why I always have at Mello talking about his Great White Hope, because his Great White Hope only scored a lot of goals in the Austrian league. The Austrian league, bro, there's nothing to write home about. The next big league he's done it in is the German league, like he just says, the boosted Scottish league. So why is Mello beating up Haaland like he does? I don't see him pulling up trees in the Champions League with Dortmund. I'm sorry, I don't. Have I missed the programme or something?
And it's scary because what we're effectively saying is that the French league is better than the German league in one sense. You know what I mean? The only thing is that all the top players are at Bayern Munich in that league, where in France they got PSG, so that's going that way as well. Still, so PSG and Bayern Munich have turned their leagues into basically and the rest. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what's happening in them thing, Bob. And obviously PSG just won the league, so that's the way it goes anyway. So yeah, but listen, guys, salute for you guys for jumping on. It looks like Juventus is gonna hold on here, and make sure that it's gonna be in that place. Napoli slipped up. Everyone's favourite cousin Moorinho is putting together Roma and he's actually going for something half decent. So we see what Guana and Man United is going to make it into the UEFA. What do you call it? Mugshot. Euro Conference League.
Conference.
Yeah. Conference League. And we're going to be in the Conference League.
I think if you finish in the top 5-6, you'll be into the Europa by itself.
Nah. Let's get in the Conference League, bro.
I prefer when they called it the Intertoto. It sounded a bit more disrespectful when you trying to tell man.
Intertoto Cup, man. I was back out them old time names, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. You remember when you used to have the Cup Winners' Cup? You had I don't know why they got rid of that Cup Winners' Cup, you know. You had the Cup Winners' Cup and you had UEFA.
Europa Cup. UEFA Cup.
And then you had the European Cup. The good old days, man. Good idea. But listen, guys, nothing but love, man, guys. I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, guys, thanks again for your time and effort, guys. Hopefully listening. And the guys did take time on me about Man United. So thank you again for not overly destroying my hope in Man United anyway. Still, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No point, bruv, because it's only you one. It's just a bit boring. We do that with you every week. Where's Richard, man? Bruv, you see next season? They're gone, bruv. Gone, bruv. I'm telling you straight, I'm out there. I don't even edit the gone, bruv. They don't contribute to the show. They only contribute when Man United have a positive result or something positive. Yeah. Other than that, they don't contribute to the show, bruv.
You know what?
You need to give them a free transfer. Give him a free transfer.
Yo.
The only one I'll allow is Lance. The only one I'm allowing is Lance, bro.
Yeah. That's a big man talk, man. I know
Skipper, and I love Skipper. My virgin, but he's not contributing. And then as for the bonker man himself, Mello.
Man's in depression, bro. Man's in depression. Don't worry about him, man. He's in depression.
Bro, you've just got a new manager.
Yeah, he should be talking. Yeah,
Eric Hogg. That's my new name. Because by the time Man United finish with him, he's going to be -10. -10 Hogg, about 10 Hogg.
He's got to do better than what's there now anyway. Still, yeah, you know what I mean. And he'll get a fresh squad.
Bro, you know what though? The one thing I will say is this. This is what the only concern I've got for Man United is Pochettino's got Premier experience. Why have you gone against the Premiership experience for this? Geezer. That's what I don't understand.
I think they're going to put him next to somebody who has, though. He could be a Steve McLaren, a Van Persie, or something like that. Still, yeah. So I think they're going to try.
Excuse me. That's perfect. You see, that's why your club are in the position that they're in, bruv. Because if that's your thinking, okay, we're going to put him in with Steve McLaren. What did Steve McLaren do in the Premiership with Middlesbrough? Nothing.
He did something with Alex Ferguson, though.
He's number 2, but that's what I'm saying. He's a number 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll be number 2.
But what I'm saying is now, so okay, you put in Steve McLaren as the number 2, but your manager's got no experience.
No. But you
that's what I don't understand. Whereas Poch,
has. But that I wanted Poch, but the reality show is he's with another club. But for me,
it's bloody so it's 10 hard. It's with Ajax. Or did you get the memo?
It's easier, cheaper. But I must admit though, still, Poch, as you said yourself from your own mouth, is kind of almost sacking himself from that, especially with the Real Madrid game. I think he sacked himself on that game. You know what I'm saying? That was like, oh gosh, like really, bro, you gonna really flunk this tonight? You know what I'm saying? Bro, in a few minutes.
All Poch done against Real Madrid is just prove what I've been saying for years, that he's not a good man.
Exactly. Man, wishing Poch on us, you know, man. And then Marcus is there laughing, going, yo, you don't want Poch.
Bro, I'm telling you straight, I've told you that long time, bro. You don't want Poch. You haven't got a blood. You don't do due diligence. Who chose your manager? I'll tell you who chose your manager. Darren Fletcher. Just let that resonate in there, you know. Darren Fletcher, you know, bro.
Oh, bro, listen.
Darren, Marcus, how could you sleep as a fan knowing that, hold on, let me see the equivalent to Darren Fletcher for Liverpool would be somebody like
Smicer.
That's a good one. That's a hard one, that is. It's one of them old players, them old skinny
Phil
players.
Babb.
Yeah, Phil Babb and all them. Yeah, Phil Babb, yeah.
Robert Downing.
Who?
Downing.
This Stu Downing.
Stuart Downing.
Stuart Downing.
Yeah.
Downing.
Nah, bro, because he wasn't really, he's a Middlesbrough legend.
Yeah. He's not Liverpool, man.
He's not Liverpool. I'm talking about them. You know them play like
Phil.
Sammy Hippier and all them kind of Sammy Hippier and all them kind of them names that.
No, listen, Sammy Hippier was that dude though. In defense, he was that dude.
Yeah,
he was on Van
legend,
Dijk at the time.
Sammy Hippier was a legend, fam.
But what if Diouf picked your next manager? Was it Doof? Doof.
Yeah, El Hadji Diouf.
Yeah, Hadji Diouf, man. He had his good moments, man. He had his good moments, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Or Cisse.
I think Juve had things over Houllier. That's why he signed him, because you can't tell me Houllier saw Juve as a better player than Nicolas Anelka. That is shocking. Absolute shocking, bro. Shocking, that is. He had things on him, bro. He had things on him. I don't know how. You know, when you look back and you think how certain players play for, how did have Juve play for Liverpool? No, seriously. Andy's bridging. Salif Diop, what was his name?
Yes,
Diop.
Salif Diop, yeah. It was their performances in the international games.
For Senegal. He's when he gone off the tournament.
Bro, he was absolutely shocking. He was shocking.
Oh Lord, this
shocking he was. When I think about some players, I mean, was he as bad as Jemba? Probably not, but he was.
Yo, I just wondering the end of the the Crystal Palace and Leeds game. Ooh,
was the score still
0-0? Still 0-0. Gallagher almost scored.
Dead game.
Yeah.
So glad I didn't watch that.
Yeah, so
I'm good, guys, man.
Yeah, cool. Listen, guys,
we've got to get the next podcast in.
Yeah, you got another one. Okay, cool. Get the work in, bro. Listen, guys. Nothing but love, guys, and thanks again for the time and effort, man. This is Roger here, and I'm feeling extra celebrating us music Black House Origin, and we're here over now on the Roger RVM show. Anyway, so this is how we do it, man.
Peace.
Nothing but love, people.
Thanks for watching this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to Affinity Extra 24/7 at affinityextra.com. Don't forget to follow us as well on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at /Affinity Extra. If you wish to support us, or if you want supporting as an artist, go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com /Affinity Extra, and don't forget to be